What's up, class? We're going to do this Fusion 360 thing. I'm making these videos. I have no idea if they're going to be helpful or not, but we'll give it a go. So this is going to be introduction to Fusion, and then just introduction how to make bodies and then components, which are just the basic building blocks of Fusion. Just looking at Fusion, this is obviously the general layout. Okay, here we go. That's a better view. When you save stuff, it saves in here. This is what we're going to be making. I don't really want you to see that, but you win some, you lose some. Okay. And if you click here, model, once again, that's when we learn to work in today. That's where we make our body components, and that's where you also assemble. Animations, we're going to learn how to create animations. Those are videos show parts and assembly breaking apart, coming together, or just an assembly moving. Simulation, that actually allows you to perform stress analysis, so that's like real world, how a part's going to behave. And then drawing, engineering drawings. So just a quick overview. Bodies, what we make first. This is just a basic geometry representation of your design component. So it is a model, but if you want to make assemblies or do anything with materials, or do anything with actual analysis, you have to make it into a component. At least that's how I understand it. So all this stuff we're going to be doing, I taught myself, so there's probably other ways to do it that you know. Okay, so if you're used to Fusion, kind of just go along with it. If you're not used to Fusion, look at what I'm doing, and then as you mess around, you also learn some of your own ways too, which will be exciting. Just kind of go over the layout. Fusion. This top banner is where what you will use to kind of build your body / components. Okay, that's where all the different options are. So we'll be going over those in detail a little more. This side of the screen is where you will see all your different bodies or components. We have nothing now, so you don't see anything. And then the bottom is where all your edits will be, your timelines will be. So obviously there's nothing there, but we'll be using that as time goes on and using this as time goes on. So you'll kind of see that as we roll through it. Okay, so zooms. Okay, this changes views, which doesn't really make any sense right now because there's nothing to look at. But it will make sense. Home view kind of puts everything in one screen, which is nice. Okay, so those are our options there. Trackpads work. You can zoom in and out with your trackpad. So that's kind of nice part of Fusion. And this is what we went over in class. I'm going to be teaching you how to make a simple 3D object, which is a bead from the massage roller that I brought to class. Okay, so anytime you make a 3D object, you need to first start with a sketch. Okay, to create a sketch, you need to click this button. This is where all your options for the sketches will be, but to use them, you need to be in sketch mode. So you need to create a sketch, and any sketch needs to be created on a plane. So you start with your first 3 planes, XY, XZ, and YZ. And then once you build, if you have a flat surface that is a plane, you could build off of that and sketch off of that. So we're just going to build off this plane. Okay. And then we're going to start with the sketch, and we're just doing circle, center diameter circle. So we want it to be centered at the origin. And I figured out how big I want it. We want it 1 inch in diameter. Okay, so sketch, circle, center point circle, 1 inch. Okay, then you hit enter. Once you type it in, okay, let's say we did it wrong. We want to edit it. Let's say we want 2. Then just 2, enter, double click it again. 1. Okay, and then once that's done, you just hit stop sketch. So we're just making a cylinder at this point. Okay, we're starting simple. Okay, and once the sketch is done, then you got to actually make it into a 3D object. Now you can see in our left tree here we have this sketch. So if you ever want to edit it again, just double click the sketch here, and that allows us to edit it. Another way to do it, which I like better, is the timeline. Just down here, we double click this, that allows us to edit it. Okay, and we'll look at that in more detail as we go along. But we want to make a 3D object, so create. So extrude is the one you probably use the most. It's the one where you take a 1D or 2D sketch and extrude it into a 3D object. So how far do we want to extrude it? We want to go 1.125 for the height of the bead. So select the profile. Okay, these are all our options for the extrude. 1.125. Okay, if we want to go 2-sided, we'll go with the other side. We don't want to do that though. And you would need to type in, so all of a sudden, bam, but we don't want that. Okay, so one side. Okay, so now we look at bodies, we now have a body. And that body's that, and now we have a sketch. So let's say we like extrude it and we're like, man, that was wrong. So we go back here, double click, there's extrude here, and you can change it here. It is right, so we don't want to change it. Okay? So now we need to create the hole in the center of the bead. So this is where we create a sketch. Now, once again, we select one of these 3 planes, or we can select now the top plane, which is nice. So we select the top plane. Okay. And for our sketch, do circle, diameter circle again. Then this is 0.75. So I just type 0.75, hit enter. Okay. Stop sketch. Now, this is extrude again. Click it, but this is why we got options. We don't want to extrude out. We want to extrude in. So type the distance. You could say all. So let's do all. And then flip the direction. And now it's cutting, which is nice. So it's cutting all the way through. And now, if we want to change the view, you can see we have a circle. And we have a now kind of a cylinder with a hole all the way through it. Okay. So the last step of the bead is to make it kind of round or fillet the edges. Okay. So this doesn't involve sketching. This is actually from the 3D modeling option, the create option here. Okay. So go create. Where is it? I lied. Modify. Modifying. Okay. Sorry about that. So fillet. Okay. And click the edges you want to fillet. So that edge and that edge. And then how much do we want to fillet it? We want 0.05. We do a little more. We do 0.1 if we wanted. That's a little too much. So 0.05. Then you hit OK. Bam, we have this bead. Okay, which is pretty cool. So once again, now notice this timeline. So it's like, oh no, I remeasured the diameter of the actual bead, and it's a lot bigger than I thought. So all you do is double click that first sketch, change to 1.5, hit enter, hit stop sketch, and look how it updates your bead. Okay. Let's go back and change it to 1. But once again, that's why Fusion, all these 3D modeling softwares are so cool. It allows you to edit anything. You edit extrude, you edit this sketch if you want the whole different diameter. Enter that extrude if you want to go all the way through, or get to the fillet. Edit the fillet. Okay. Next thing we want to do is make it the body into components that we use it. So all you do is create components from bodies. So now down here we have our 2 sketches. Our body's in here now, but it's under component 1. Okay. Last thing, real quick, is changing the physical material. This I kind of mess up sometimes. So let's see, physical material. Should bring up a window here. Okay. You don't have to do this, but this is kind of fun. Plastic. Okay. Kind of think it's like PVC type material. You see all the options. PVC piping. Okay, and you just take it and drag it onto your material, hit close, and now we got this, which is awesome. Now we want to save it. We save it as bead, example, save, and now it's on the cloud. That's what's so cool. Is you can have Fusion and you can be signed in on any other device, or even in your Autodesk username online, and you would see it. So there's that, okay, which is really cool. That's a big plus for Inventor. If you want to look at the render of it, it's kind of more realistic. There we go. Okay, you could change the lighting, you could change all that, you could take a picture. Okay, just once again, these are all different ways to kind of do it. But let's go back to model. Okay, so that's how you make a part. Now in class, you would have made all the other parts. The next video, I'm going to show you different ways to create 3D objects in Fusion. Okay, so thank you. Hope this was helpful. Hope you could hear it. Sweet.